live. I guess it's a Wednesday. It is a Wednesday, September 17th. Let me know if the audio is okay. I am screaming at the top of my lungs. I've had some issues with this new phone. I like the phone, except the audio is low when I record. So I've done a couple of videos that I trashed, which is too bad because a lot of things have been happening, not only in the pro wrestling world, but also in the world in general. Obviously, this horrible murder of Charlie Kirk, person who was pretty famous in the world, and especially on this platform, good old YouTube. Sad situation, horrible. I have actually not watched the assassination footage. It seems I was in the middle of a personal crisis, basically, when that was happening. And I saw all these reaction videos from worldwide pundits and regular folks such as you and me. And I have not wanted to watch the video. And I believe it's only available on X and stuff like that, which I'm really not even on X very much anymore. Here's to you. The point is, watching the sadness and kind of the morbidity of this people's reaction videos, I don't feel like I really want to watch that video. I don't know if that helps me or helps you or helps anyone. Obviously, it's a horrible situation. Obviously, it's disgusting. Some of the news reports, some of the police press conferences lead me to have suspicions that there's more to this than they're saying. Similar basically to JFK and you could even say Martin Luther King Jr. and Robert Kennedy. Are there other people involved behind the scenes in this horrible assassination? I don't know, but it just seems very odd to me that this type of thing happens. Even the assassination attempt of President Trump last year, or when he was running for office. And, just to clarify, in case you need to be spoon-fed intelligence, this is not a political stance for me one way or the other, or most people. It's just assassinating people is wrong. Even that, I believe it was a United Healthcare guy in New York last year was assassinated, and people seem to be rejoicing about it. I don't see the funniness, or I don't see the thing to celebrate when a person is assassinated in cold blood. People seem to forget that if it could happen to that person, it could happen to you, or more importantly, it could happen to me. So I don't condone this type of violence. And like I said, there does seem to be more to it than just what we're being told. I don't fully believe it's just a lone gunman doing these things in all the situations I just realized. But if you have a different opinion, that's fine. You can make a comment or not. Also, like I said, if you can tell me if the audio is okay. I've been having issues with this phone and I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. Hopefully you can hear me. And what else is going on in the world? For the ESPN fans, the worldwide leader in sports, Molly Queerum, the former Molly Queerum Rose, has been, I don't think it's let go. I think she just reached the end of her contract or is about to, and she's no longer with ESPN. I was a fan of the Max and Stephen A days on ESPN. I thought they had a really, I don't understand why Stephen wanted Max gone. I thought they were a great combo. And with Molly at the helm as kind of the mediator of sorts, of the hostess, I thought she did a great job. I always enjoyed her. I don't understand why Molly was kind of blasphemed by some of the members of the audience. But I thought she was quite good, and for what it's worth, quite lovely. And I think that show is getting further and further and further from what it used to be. I'm talking about First Take. So it's just becoming the Stephen A. Smith show, and it kind of seems like he might be gone pretty soon as well. So I just don't get that. As far as the pro wrestling world, I've had people ask me to comment, on this whole Saudi Arabian WrestleMania thing for 2027. If you know the history of Mike Messier on YouTube, you know that the WWE's Greatest Royal Rumble going back, I believe, to 2017, or was it 2018? I was one of the first people to speak up about this thing. And I was one of the first people to realize that this was not perhaps a great idea. I do think there's been some wonderful things to come out of the WWE in Saudi Arabia. First of all, the Saudi Arabian people do get the escapism to enjoy these shows, and maybe they don't react for the most part the way that we would react, loud chants and you deserve it and all this horse crap, but they have their own way of responding. Now, as far as the government of Saudi Arabia goes, from the research I've put into it, which is not scholarly, but just reading stuff on the internet, 71 executions, I believe, in one day that the Saudi Arabian government did on their own people. Also, if you speak up against the hierarchy there, the government, you're most likely to be imprisoned. And these are the people that you see Triple H, you know, and CM Punk now, and everyone bending their knee. And Liv Morgan with a big smile on her face, you know, she must have some Saudi Arabian sugar daddy fueling her marijuana addiction. But oh boy, I've got a message held for review. Potentially inappropriate messages, exciting. So someone's got something to say. Hi, Vincent, how are you? Can you hear me okay, Vincent? I don't think your message was held for review because I think hi is a very nice thing to say. Show me your balls and I'll sub. Oh, come on, Vincent. How can we get there, buddy? You just said hi. Why would you want to see my balls, buddy? I mean, that's not something we need to expose. I mean, it's you know, but thanks for the thought, I guess. We started so well, Vincent, with a nice hi, and you took it to testicles, so I don't know what to say, buddy. In any regard, I'm going to show your little comment. I wish you would just stuck with hi, Vincent. Come on now. So in any regard, I am laughing because it's morbidly funny. Have you ever researched BOFA? I have a feeling that's some type of rude and disgusting comment, Mellow Boy, but I appreciate the joke. My comments always get censored, but they get some straight up weirdos on here and shit gets a pass. Lou, I don't know what to say, buddy, because if this is my buddy Lou Thez or if it's another Lou, I just responded. Collie's World gets a shout out. Nice to see everybody chiming in. And it seems like my audio is okay. So we've got another message that's being held for review that I'm allowing from Lou. The lady in the last live was talking about how she was, oh boy. Gee whiz, Lou, come on. See, maybe these are why your comments, I guess I'm just reading nasty comments. Oh boy, Mellow Boy, everyone's so rude, but fine, what the fuck? It's a freedom of speech. My channel has been demonetized over a year ago, so let's let it fucking fly, gentlemen. Who gives a goddamn fuck? Say whatever you want, okay? And all these horrible comments, all these horrible comments. See, that's a nice comment. I look like a retired WWE wrestler. I am driving by Ola Art. I am not living in this vehicle, although I am currently, in case you care, in the middle of a moving. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. I'm off to Walmart to buy some fucking plastic crates to put all my wonderful art in. Stop being weird. Okay, I'm not sure if you're talking to me or the other responders. David says the wrestling reference is a compliment. I did wrestle a few matches, buddy. If you're morbidly bored, you can look up Mad Dog Mike Messier, PLW, Mad Dog Mike Messier. The chain match is the best match. Well, buddy, I was just discussing the WWE. I've watched for many years, buddy, and I've gone through a lot. I've seen some great live shows. I was there when they had three title changes on one show. Christian beat Jack Swagger. I believe Cena beat Jericho. And that was the one where Edge came out and beat Triple H with Kozlov in the match. And it was very interesting. Some comments about single mothers and so forth. I looked like Balls Mahoney. You're the second person to say that, David. And the first one, thanks for subscribing, Cully. The first one to tell me that I looked like Balls Mahoney was Raven. And if you're morbidly bored, once again, you can check out Chris and the Coffee Girl, the Philadelphia Experiment with Raven. Yes, ECW Raven and myself. And Raven did say I looked like Balls Mahoney. There also is a Raven doc out in the theaters. Also, I've typically done this movie reviews, Mike's Instant Movie Reviews. I'll just give you some short ones. The new Conjuring I thought was pretty good. Yes, they're beating that series to death. I won't give away too many spoilers, but the daughter is very attractive, the adult daughter. And if they're going to do some more sequels, then they could put her in it. And Superman, I thought was even good. The Fantastic Four, I thought was good. I thought it was a good summer for movies. There's this demon animation thing going on now, which I'm not a huge. Is it Magna, the Japanese animation? I try to go to these things. I do, and then I often find that I get lost. But I did catch a few minutes on the IMAX screen between movies, and it looks pretty damn good. So I might just dedicate 3 hours to watching it. Hamilton, I haven't seen yet. I never went to Broadway to see the stage play of Hamilton, but I might just, it's 3 hours long, so I might just go see it. Khalil, I tried to pronounce my name the best I can. Khalil, is it? I'm just saying Khalil. So I think the point is not Lil, but Lil, Khalil. Very nice. Thanks, Khalil. What else? So movies, what else? F1. If you guys didn't see F1, it was on IMAX. I saw it basically twice, Brad Pitt and some other people. And I thought it was good. Khalil, very good. See, I can learn. And I'm trying to think what else is going on. The hot summer heat here in Florida. Today feels like it's 90 degrees. It's been a very hot summer, a long summer here. I'm looking for, like I said, I'm moving. I kind of lived this summer from June to August in an efficiency apartment. It wasn't great, but I will be moving closer to the water, which I'll enjoy, the beach here in Florida. So that's nice. And I've been doing my artwork, my wonderful artwork. For those of you that are interested, I sell these wonderful things here in Jacksonville tonight. I'll be at Keg and Coin. I've had some recent commission work, meaning people pay me basically to paint their pet cats, which is nice. I've had a recent gentleman who's hired me twice in 2 weeks, which was nice. And if you guys have any further comments, just go ahead. But as far as this WrestleMania thing goes, like I said, I've had mixed feelings about their shows in Saudi. I really started off very negative towards it. I softened my stance a little bit because I realized that the people of Saudi, they're perfectly fine people, and they probably seem to enjoy these shows. You know what I mean? And it took them a while to really get what was going on. But the government, with all their executions, it's not good. All these restrictions, some interesting laws over there. Blood money, it's interesting. If someone murders a family member of yours, you can take a payoff from the murderer. It's interesting stuff. I mean, we do have, for instance, the Nicole Brown Simpson's family did a civil lawsuit against OJ. So, I mean, we have things that are kind of in that ballpark, and that's basically the justification for anything, folks. If people don't like, the Saudi shows or whatever, the response is usually, well, what about the USA government? And I can't argue with that. But, I mean, there's levels to this, as Matt Damon once said. Okay, gentlemen, it seems like this lawnmower man is driving me goddamn ape shit with his fucking lawnmower. MikeMessier.com. If you see this on the replay, Khalil, welcome to the subscription. And I will wrap things up. But I appreciate the people, my buddy Shane, my buddy Adam, my many-time watcher, Michael, AJ, have been checking in with me to see if I'm okay. I'm quite fine. It's just that it's been a busy summer and this phone was not really working properly. So I'm good. Instagram is where I do most of my stuff now. It's Mike Messier Art on Instagram. I'm trying to be a nicer guy, but I find myself, I do like to make troll comments on people's shit a little bit. So I still do that. And it's hard not to. It's just so enjoyable to pop people's balloons on commenting. But anyway, Khalil, David, everyone else, even Lou with his outrageous comments that were censored. Have a good day, guys. If you see this on the replay, feel free to comment. Mike Messier.